The Toronto G20 riot fraud. Undercover police engaged in purposeful provocation by Terry Burrows from Global Research. Link will be provided. Toronto is right now in the midst of a massive government media propaganda fraud. As events unfold, it is becoming increasingly clear that the Black Bloc or undercover police operatives engaged in purposeful provocations to eclipse and invalidate legitimate G20 citizen protesting by starting a riot. Government agents have been caught doing this before in Canada. Montebello, 2007 riot prevented. Identical boots exposed undercover police provocateurs. At the Security and Prosperity Partnership meeting, protests at Montebello, Quebec, on August 20, 2007, a Quebec union leader caught and outed three mass undercover Quebec provincial police operatives dressed as Black Bloc protesters about to start a riot by throwing rocks at the security police. See the following videos documenting this event. Stop the SPP protest. Union leaders stop provocateurs. Evidence the police provoked violence at SPP protest. The operation was exposed by the following picture of the undercover police wearing combat boots identical to those of the security police arresting them. Provocateurs in Montebello wear the same shoes as the Quebec policemen who arrest them. CBC report at Montebello 2007. Police admit using provocateurs to stage riots. See the distinctive yellow dots on the thick corrugated soles of the boots, which are the giveaway? The Quebec provincial police were then forced, after 3 days of public outrage, to admit that these three men were indeed their officers operating undercover. Anyway, follow the link, you'll get a better picture. Fast forward to the Toronto 2010 G20 protest riot. On Saturday, June 26, 2010, the Globe and Mail published on their website a number of photographs taken at the afternoon riot in downtown Toronto, precipitated by the quote-unquote Black Bloc. Using these photos, I am going to show you that once again, the Black Bloc provocateurs and the armored police are wearing the exact same shoes. Link provided. Thanks to the Globe and Mail for these very helpful photos. All sarcasm intended. Starbucks vandalized. Here an operative throws a metal chair through a Starbucks window. The man's physique doesn't look like a city anarchist to me. Rather, this is the fit, strong body of a trained soldier. Somebody who puts in a lot of regular gym time. He is also wearing what is really a uniform and rather specialized equipment on his forearm and possibly his hip. Unfortunately, in this picture we cannot see the shoes being worn, but we certainly can in the picture that follows, and this is where it gets interesting. The provocateur's combat boots. Below, another operative throws what appears to be a rock at another Starbucks window. I guess they have something against Starbucks. Take a close look at the upturned boot. This is a brand new, very distinctive deep black color combat boot. Note, as at Montebello, the special thick, heavy corrugated soles plus what appears to be some reinforcement of the upper foot area. Also note the mismatched black and white socks. Is this the recognition code to their uniformed colleagues? The nice heavy shiny new belt also appears. The nice heavy shiny new belt also appears to be part of the uniform. I believe that this gentleman is definitely correct on the socks. Here's another Black Bloc operative stomping on the roof of a Toronto police car. Where are the police? He is obviously being allowed to trash the vehicle to create what will become the signature media images of the event, burning police cars in Toronto, which is exactly what they are. But stamping on shattered glass and plastic is pretty hard on your shoes. But his shoes can obviously take it because he is wearing the same brand new distinctive black combat boots as the Starbuck rock throwing provocateur above. Go to the Global Mail URL to see the higher resolution original photo. Note the same thick soles with the deep corrugations visible in an enlargement as a scalloping of the front button outer edge of the uplifted left shoe. Okay? The armored police boots, they are the same shoes. Now check the uniform armored police boots. Note once again the thick, heavy, corrugated soles in deep black color. Here is one in close-up. It is clearly the same boot as the quote-unquote black bloc provocateurs are wearing. It too is brand new and shiny as in recently issued for today's duty. Here are some more armored police boots. Below is yet another closer view of them. And in a close-up, Canadian bureaucratic economizing exposes the fraud that the black bloc provocateurs and the uniformed armored police are wearing in Toronto as in Montebello, the identical government-issued combat boots, has at least one positive aspect. It looks as if someone in the procurement bureaucracy was at least trying to do some economizing in the spending of the $1 billion that this G20 fiasco has wrested from the taxpayers. Very sensibly, these bureaucrats want to provide the same sturdy combat boots for both the uniformed police officers as well as the undercover ones. How wonderfully Canadian. And yes, people, $1 billion. Anybody have any idea how much we spend on giving, food stamps and unemployment to people? Does that equal $1 billion? Anyway, but these enduring hobbit-like endearing hobbit-like practicality has also given the game away. The Black Bloc, if they ever existed as an independent entity, have clearly been thoroughly infiltrated by undercover government agents. In classic covert counterinsurgency strategy, these agents manipulated the group to commit violent acts which play directly into the hidden government controllers' hands. These controllers manipulate public opinion from behind the scenes through the commission of false flags acts of violence, i.e. the police car burning. These are acts falsely blamed on scapegoats other than those concealed perpetrators who are actually responsible. The psychological operation, PSYOP, is then accomplished through the propaganda fomentations of the completely controlled and complicit mass media. As in so many similar situations in so many other countries in the past, the goal of this combination of violent acts and lying media propaganda is to invalidate any legitimate citizen protest of the many immoral acts being wreaked upon the peoples of the world by our governments. The techniques of imperial control which have been used so successfully overseas are now being fully deployed against the people at home, deployed against us. As far as our war-addicted governments are concerned, we are all insurgents now. But we, Canadians, Americans, people of Earth, can stop the fraud in its tracks. As this G20 protest riot fraud continues to unfold, please use your eyes and your cameras to pay attention to small details, like everybody's shoes. As more and more people wake up from the deceptions being perpetrated upon them, more inconsistencies in the official propaganda story will be noticed. Evidence will tumble forward to expose the whole malignant enterprise even more. We should stop this riot fraud in its tracks and demand an immediate investigation. Please forward this article as widely as you can and collectively send it to all our politicians and media to put them on notice that we will no longer allow them to participate in the G20 riot fraud of 2012. For Canada and for what is good and right and true. I would have to continue that on to everyone. They are doing psychological operations on United States citizens. It is treason. I would find out who's doing it and charge them.